Real Madrid will kick off their pursuit of Club World Cup glory on Wednesday, when they take on Egyptian champions Al Ahly in Rabat. Los Blancos are the team that have won the competition the most in its history, having been victorious on 4 occasions. The reigning European champions will be aiming to add a 5th Club World Cup crown to their collection, albeit they could be without up to 5 first-team players due to injury. Nevertheless, spirits are high among Carlo Ancelotti's squad, as many seek to win the tournament for the first time in their careers. One of those is Rodrygo, who joined the club in 2019 from Santos. The Brazilian Giants lost in the final of the Club World Cup to Barcelona in 2011, and the 22-year-old admitted in an interview with FIFA that he still loves the competition despite his agonizing experience of it. "This is the tournament that I always dreamed of playing as a Brazilian. I know the magnitude of the championship, and it means everything to me, to my family, to everyone I know, and they know how excited I am about this. It's not the best memory because Santos lost, but the tournament is still the biggest in Brazil. It's like the Champions League in Europe." Should Real Madrid defeat Al Ahly on Wednesday, they will take on the winner of the first semi-final between Flamengo and Al Hilal, which takes place on Tuesday, in Saturday's final. Federico Valverde has confessed that Uruguay's early elimination from the World Cup may have contributed to his poor form at club level with Real Madrid in 2023. The midfielder arrived at the World Cup as one of the most informed players in Europe but was unable to prevent a Uruguay side expected to do reasonably well crashing out in the group stage, with the South American nation finishing 3rd behind Portugal and South Korea. Now back with Real, Valverde has failed to contribute to a goal in his last 11 games across all competitions, with Los Blancos losing in the Supercopa final to Barcelona and also falling 8 points behind their Clásico rivals in La Liga. Asked if he could explain his downturn in form, Valverde admitted that Uruguay's World Cup humiliation has taken a mental toll on him. "The World Cup affected me," he told the media. "When you go for a goal, you have such illusion and optimism that everything will go well with your country. You go with the dream of a child representing millions of people to try to go as far as possible and fighting to win. Not being able to do it makes you sad. Everything we work on seems to have been of no use and it hurts. It has to serve to continue improving my physical shape and to take certain opportunities. Good things don't always happen in football and you have to know how to handle it. I arrived at the World Cup in very good form and it's not the same now, but it's part of football. There are always bumps and you have to continue with the same attitude to continue being important at Real Madrid, to be captain as I always wanted and, little by little, to return to my good performance." Valverde later added that each of his poor showings with Real has only added to his frustrations which, in turn, have left him feeling unable to show his best side. "I try to enjoy myself on the pitch but when the results don't come through and on a personal level either, it generates frustration and anger," he said. "I came out sad against Atleti and the same against Mallorca. Real Madrid are back in action 3 days after their defeat to Real Mallorca in the Club World Cup, as they take on Al Ahly in the semi-finals. They travelled without 5 of their first-team players to Morocco, as the injuries pile up. Lucas Vázquez and Ferland Mendy are set to miss at least another week of action in their convalescence, although it is likely to be close to the end of February that they return. The other 3 have been included in their Club World Cup squad, but did not fly to Rabat. Thibaut Courtois pulled out of the Real Mallorca game in the warm-up, while Eder Militao and Karim Benzema picked up knocks against Valencia the previous Thursday. Speaking to the press ahead of their tie with Al Ahly, Carlo Ancelotti revealed that all 3 could be back in action should they make the final. "They are on the list because we believe they can recover by Saturday, but they have stayed in Madrid so that they can be treated well there. If we reach the final and they are fine, they can come on Thursday." Ancelotti has been off with his medical information since on various occasions this season, but should that be the case, it is a major boost to have arguably 3 of their 4 most important players back. A return before the end of this week should mean they can regain some fitness ahead of their tie against Liverpool in the Champions League on the 21st of February.